Empaths often grow up believing that if they give enough, love will eventually balance itself out. That if they prove their goodness long enough, it might be seen, maybe even returned. So when parents age and life turns full circle, the empath doesn't think twice. They pick up the phone, they drive the miles, they rearrange their lives because that's what good people do. But beneath that kindness lives a silent fatigue, the exhaustion of being loyal to people who never truly knew how to receive loyalty. You tell yourself it's the right thing, but sometimes the right thing still hurts. This experience creates a tension between duty and self preservation. The empath will often think, if I don't do it, who will? But your body and your heart says, I can't keep doing this. This is known as compassion fatigue, a burnout that doesn't come from apathy, but from overfeeling, overgiving, and overstaying. Is common among healers, caregivers, and those who feel responsible for the emotional balance of others. There's also moral injury, that deep sense of guilt when your empathy conflicts with your reality. They hurt you, you deserved better, and yet you still show up, torn between wanting closure and fearing regret. Then there are the others, the favorite ones, maybe, the children who could do no wrong, the ones who got the easy version of love, while you got the silent lessons in survival. They don't call, they don't visit. Maybe they send an occasional text. Thanks for handling everything. It's not that they're evil, it's that they were conditioned to expect that someone, usually you, would always handle what's hard. They were validated, but they weren't being prepared for life. They learned to be adored, but never accountable. And because the empath holds emotional structure together, everyone assumes you want that role. No one asks if you're okay. No one sees the toll, but you do. Every night when you finally sit down and silence feels heavier than noise. Being the caregiver of a neglectful parent reopens old wounds. You find yourself replaying childhood moments, not to dwell, but to understand. Why am I still trying to earn approval from people who couldn't offer it when it mattered most? Sometimes, when spoon feeding them, you remember times they turned their back on you. You feel guilty for remembering. You tell yourself to focus on the present, but healing requires honesty. Honesty means acknowledging that this hurts, even if you're doing the right thing. And you may feel both love and anger, compassion and resentment. That duality doesn't make you ungrateful, it makes you human. There's a quiet kind of strength that grows in these moments. It's not about forgiveness or forgetting, it's about understanding the assignment to care without being consumed, to give without self erasure, to be present without reliving the past. Set boundaries gently but firmly. You can hire help. You can ask for assistance. You can visit less often if your emotional health demands it. You are allowed to preserve your peace while still honoring your values. Self compassion is not neglect, it's maintenance of the soul. Spiritually, this is the closure of a generational contract. You are not here to relive what you broke or what broke you. You are here to end it with integrity. Caring for someone who wounded you doesn't mean you condoned what happened. It means you refuse to let bitterness define you. You are not their savior. You are the witness, the one who saw the cycle, understood it, and chose peace over punishment. Your care can be calm, limited, structured, and still sacred. When you lay your head down at night, know this: you didn't stay because you were weak. You stayed because you had the strength to do what others could not, to love without losing yourself this time. And you'll close the door behind you again. And that house that you're entering will get quiet, or that hospital room. But something inside you feels different, lighter. Not because everything is healed, but because you finally stop carrying everyone's silence as your responsibility. You'll return again. You always do. But you'll return tomorrow on your terms, not as the abandoned child seeking approval, but as the whole adult choosing peace. Thank you for visiting my channel. I'll see you on the next one. Stay covered, stay conscious, stay undefeated. Bye bye.